Hey guys, it's Jynnette with Inner Sun Alchemy, here to give you your tarot reading for the month of October 2017 for the sign of Cancer. If you have a Cancer rising sign, sun sign, or moon sign, this reading is for you. If you'd like to have your own personal reading, reach out to me at innersunalchemy.com. That's my website where you can book a tarot reading, astrology reading, or book an energy healing session. All of those services I offer either in person or long distance. And if you haven't already found me on social media, definitely check me out at Instagram and Facebook. Inner Sun Alchemy is the handle. And then also sign up for my newsletter on my website so you can stay abreast of upcoming events, workshops, and retreats that I have planned for the coming months. All right, so let's get started with your reading. Let's see what's going on for you, dear Cancer. I have a Cancer sun sign, so I'm interested to see what is coming up for us. All right, so your overall energy for the month is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is a really interesting energy because it can speak to soulmates or a feeling of being connected to a greater soul family. This can speak to reunions. This does also speak to just feeling good. Like, I really like this energy because it's an internal emotional abundance versus the Nine of Cups, which is also, an individual emotionally abundant card, but it's much more outwardly expressive. And this feels like, you're just in a good place emotionally. So, if it's not that, again, I get the sense of you connecting with, larger soul groups, your tribe. Maybe some soul mates will be coming through this month, or some really important interactions or relationships may begin for you. Now, in your first house, which is the house dealing with your sense of self and also how others perceive you, you have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands speaks to really kind of putting yourself out there and kind of seeing what resonates with you. So it's a bit of a card of testing the environment, testing the waters. And so people may start to see you this month really stretching outside of your comfort zone and seeing, how you can redefine yourself possibly. The person in the card here is holding a globe, so your perception of yourself may be bigger than it was before. Possibly because you've been going through so much transformation, like many of the other cardinal signs, which are Libra, Aries, and Capricorn. Now, here in your fourth house, this is the house related to your actual home, your sense of security, your family, and your sense of security and emotional well-being. And you have the Page of Swords here, which is actually quite interesting because the pages in general represent a call to action, and the Swords card is related to your thoughts and your mind and intellect, as well as communication with spirit. So, this may be a balancing of your emotions where you're not necessarily pulled so much back and forth like Cancer can be, and really having a lot more mental clarity and stability that kind of overrides the emotional storms that can kind of come up sometimes for you guys. Now, this also, what I'm getting is this could be a cutting cords with home or with family, and a reevaluation or a reassessment of what home is for you, and being open to a broader version of that. So, you may think about doing some traveling, like it looks like he's standing on an island here. So maybe that's something that's coming up for you, especially with, this card of the Two of Wands with this person holding a globe. You may think about leaving or moving, or just being exposed to more than what you have in your current environment. Now, in your seventh house, which is the house dealing with all of your relationships, whether it's family, friends, romantic partners, coworkers, what have you, you have the Eight of Cups energy. And that speaks to really a desire to just move on, to leave something behind, or someone behind, actually, because you're not getting the emotional fulfillment that you need. Or the other way of looking at this is, you know, you see you've come pretty far, but there's still a lot farther you want to go, and pushing, you know, what you do have forward. So maybe this is you looking to stretch yourself, to go deeper, or to bring in more relationships, more people in your life, expand your network. So that can actually run a couple different ways. But I am actually getting a sense more so of the feeling of the need to kind of move on, and to there's almost a sense, especially with since I was getting that cutting away energy from the Page of Swords, there may be a sense of you just really need to break free from what has been your usual circle, your usual routine, and really just like understanding that you're kind of probably just over it right now, and you need something more. You need an infusion of something more. And that is, you know, getting picked up here in your 10th house, which is a house related to your career, and also the effects that you have on the world around you, the influence. And you have the Ace of Wands, which speaks to a new beginning. The Ace of Wands literally is related to that creative spark of life, that actually like the fire that began life and physical existence. It's a powerful creative energy. It's a powerful spiritual energy. And, you know, since the ace, of course, it does speak to new beginnings. So, yeah, this really does speak to a moving into newness, like letting go of whatever has been there in the past, and taking a step into new territory, a new path. Now, because this is also in your career sector, your purpose sector, this says that there is a new beginning there. So maybe you start a new job this month. Maybe you are looking for a new job. Maybe you decide to, pick up a side hustle, or finally take the leap of faith into beginning a business or a collaboration. There's a lot of different ways that can be read. And so if that's the case, that is definitely a boon from the universe that supports you in that endeavor. Now, finally, here in the center, which is basically the placeholder for the 5th house, which can be the house of entrepreneurship and creativity, but I like to see it as that which is related to your soul's desire, your soul's growth. And you have the Page of Pentacles. So this is a great energy because, again, like I said, pages can relate to a call to action. And because it's the Pentacle energy, which relates to the practical matters of life, which would be money and health and your actual home and your routines, this is a call to begin setting in those systems that will, that will make use of this powerful energy. It might be in a career, or if you're looking to create new relationships, being really clear about what that newness needs to look like. If you are looking to expand your sense of self, or possibly leave, what you call home, you are tasked this month to lay the foundation for the new practical areas of your life. So I know, we just came through September, which was all about kind of reflecting. The fall also began with the fall equinox at the September 21st or 22nd, I believe. And so there definitely has been a time of reflecting and seeing where you've come so far. So definitely take that into account, see what has worked, what hasn't, and be able to have the discernment be front and center in your mind and your heart, so that you can create a new cycle that is imbued with new patterns and new ways of being, and not based off of the old that kept you kind of stuck in the status quo. All right, so my dear Cancers, that is your reading for the month of October. Looks like it's actually going to be a pretty solid month. It feels quite reflective, but I do get a sense of self-empowerment and really tuning into what you want, what really makes your heart happy, and allowing yourself to let passion and vitality spark a flame in your heart to begin a new journey that you're embarking on. If you would like to have a reading for your personal situation, again, please do reach out to me at innersonalchemy.com. You can book a tarot, astrology reading, or an energy healing session, especially if you are kind of deciding to leave a relationship. You might need a bit of healing and emotional support, and I'll be more than happy to help you in that regard. Follow me on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Inner Sun Alchemy, and also be sure to sign up for my newsletter on my website to keep in touch and find out what classes, events, seminars, and retreats I have coming up over the next couple months. All the best to you in October, and I'll see you next time. Bye.